One very special feature of Catherine is that she is very young, who only reaches the age of 18 this year. This could be a very distinctive character for her interview, and from what she has shared, it is known that she uses social media tools such as WhatsApp and Facebook widely to learn English, which is often regarded as some trendy and interactive tools for learning language, and this well reflects her age. The interview will focus on how she learns languages through using social media tools, and more importantly, we may also focus on how she avoids using wrong language as often appear in blogs and social media. And now, let's listen to her sharing.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Wong Yin Cheng and I'm studying in Hong Kong HKIEd BA Language Studies of English major. So I'm just 18 and I really love using smartphones. I know that everyone in Hong Kong or even in the world that will have at least one smartphone in the hand, because smartphone is just like the daily necessities for everyone. You could use smartphones like what I'm doing now with chat to time, so we could no longer bring our watch, but using the smartphone to chat to time, the temperature, or even where we are at now. So see that here. So here is a smartphone, and smartphone could really help us a lot. See, this is BBC News. I could use smartphone to access to the BBC News and check the news around the globe. And here is CNN. So we could always receive news from everywhere around the world. And here you see that many top stories, articles by using smartphones. And then now, I really love using smartphones because smartphone is really convenient and very interactive and interesting. See how beautiful my smartphone is. See the picture wallpaper. And now, let's talk about how we can use smartphone to learn language. Many adults really always complain that people, like for example teenagers, always chat and play with their smartphones but instead of learning. So for some of them, they're really using a smartphone for playing games, but for others, we could always use smartphone for learning. Like here, there's some language learning tools here. Duolingo is for learning and other languages like foreign languages like German, Italian, and here. Oh, sorry. So here is also some apps for learning English here. This too is also for learning English and also for checking your grammar. And also here we can see that the World Web is a very useful, good dictionary for checking English. And this one is also a dictionary. So now let's talk about how we could use social media for learning English. So this is Facebook. There are millions or even billions of users for Facebook. So how we could use Facebook to learn English is very important, because Facebook is something that we would always access to every day. So here is people who have many different status. So this is my friend, and she's talking about having lunch with the John mates. It's actually kind of non-standard English that is from Chinese. It means friends from the schools, for the societies. And let's see here. Here is also some status of my friend called Karen, who is food till, so it's also some kind of very Chinese, but it's translated to English, but in a Chinese way. So this is also a kind of non-standard English. So this is also my friend, but using Chinese. So how we can use Facebook for learning is like them. We could force ourselves to type in English status. Like, let's see now. So here, maybe let's check here. So this is my Facebook, and so I'm really actually using Facebook, and I'm using Facebook to learn English. So there are some here. So I will always force myself to using English to express myself in English, so that I could learn while using Facebook, and then I could also receive comments from my friends. So this is not something very playful, but really useful. See, there's some friends of mine using English. So in that way, we could have a very interactive using Facebook, and we could always learn. See, so this is the Facebook of mine using English. And so yeah, and sometimes I have experienced that I have a wrong grammar, and one of my friends that really is a specialist of English literature really just point out my mistakes and help me to correct my grammar. So it's pretty funny, but it's a way that we could always use Facebook to learn. So besides having forcing myself to use English, I would also wait a minute. I would also use Facebook to check some news, like for example here. So let's have a look. So there are many pages. These are pages of Vogue, and I could check some very trendy and some new clothes from here, and check the new style of clothes here. So since this is using English, so we can always learn English by checking news or checking other people's Facebooks. So now let's move on to for using WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is another app that we always use for chatting. So by using WhatsApp, we could no longer just call my friends and wait for them to answer. So like for example, this is my friends, and like these friends. So we love using English, but look carefully, we are not really using English. See here, 我都冇話佢. So this is a kind of Chinese pronunciation, but using English to express. So 我 NGO is actually meaning I in terms of Chinese. So this is a kind of really non-standard English. So, but sometimes we also use English. See, you what time free. So this is a very Chinese way of using English. But we need, so for many Hong Kong girls, we love using this kind of way to communicate. But if you really want to have a good English standard or having good grammar, you really have to force yourself to type, to chat with your friends in a really standard way, instead of using short terms like you, Y-O-U, instead of using Y-O-U, but using just a U to express, just like this one. I just came back. This is not a correct way, but we could use a long term. If not, we would really get used to using the wrong grammar and using the wrong spelling. So yeah, so this is the way. And if you wish, you could also use a conversation here to speak with your friends in English, and she would reply back, or for you to use conversation. So in this way, we could also learn English and some oral English. So I believe practice makes perfect. If you really determined to have a better English or other language standard, you should follow me and use some standard English, or use some apps to help you to learn English. So this is the end of my share. Thank you.